You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So, already mentioned, this is one of the first products that I reviewed, and this is where all the craziness started. I can still remember that I picked it up and I was thinking I want to make a review about something wicked that maybe somebody never has seen before. And I came across this 369 It was dirty cheap and it even came in this very cool collectible case. Unfortunately, there's no manual. I don't know if they're going to be reusing this back in the day. There is only one particular multi-card or game itself on AliExpress that you actually buy, and there's this 369 or 369 multi-game card. So there comes with a lot of pictures, what you can see over here, like Pokemon, Mario, but I can tell you, this is like the old shenanigans multi-game cards. It comes with a lot of games, or they say it's a lot of games, but in the inside we're not going to get actually what they're telling you. So when you're doing a quick overview of the games, you will see a lot of, let's say, very strange titles, and that is what's actually going on over here. They filled the cartridge with all kinds of very strange 8-bit games, but also a lot of familiar games. So let's do a quick overview. What are we going to get? Because this game card, oh man, we just need to do a quick revisiting. And like the saying, no repeat. And it's one of the many lies. So it's time to grab my Game Boy Advance. Back in the day I had a non-backlit. Oh man, I should check out my own video, because that first video I've made, I cannot really look at it anymore. Nevertheless, what we're going to get is a very cool Game Boy from Funny Playing. Let's clean up the screen itself and let's boot it up. So this is a very cool gimmick I have in my collection. There are still batteries in here. Are they leaking? Because, oh man, I forgot to remove the batteries. No, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so let's boot it up. Okay, that is great. For the people who don't know, there are custom kits out there where you can buy all kinds of cool things. Yeah, Funny Playing, this is the 2.0 display. I think there's already an older version, unfortunate, because they're already releasing new versions all the freaking time. But let's get my cartridge in this thing. And oh boy, let's see what we're going to get. You can also use the cartridge in different systems that can actually play Game Boy Advance games. For example, the Nintendo DS and the DS Lite. The menu is, yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, reason why I'm saying interesting, it's going to be absolutely a freaking nightmare. Like, there are 360 plus games on here, and we're only going to get ourselves a handful in the first list. In total, 8 games per list. But when you're looking at the games list, yeah, you know, first of all, there is no loads function. That is something that doesn't work with these things. The new generation does have this option, but in special battery or something of a different technology. But this particular one, nope, not at all. And what I find quite interesting, there we do find a lot of like familiar titles like Kirby Adventure, Mega Man, the Hudson Adventure Island 1, 2 and 3, but the last digit doesn't even, the last digit is not even shown in the menu because the name is too long. You know, these minor things they completely mess up. Spartan X, we're going to try out a couple of them. Here you can already see Kirby's Adventure 2 and 3. Oh man, and here we go. Here we go with all the craziness. Lethal Weapon, God Stole Jack, Lewis Christmas, Lewis New Adventures, Mary Lewis 4, all the weird stuff that is on here actually. Rockman X, and it is absolutely Soviet Made Fighter J. No idea what it actually needs to be. Magic Brother Adventure, Happy Brother, Harry Potter, Donkey 3, Happy Mario, you know the list, Super Mario 5, that doesn't even exist, you know, and the list goes on and on. Jackie Chan Action, let's see what it actually is, if this is going to be the NES game. Let's go to the end part, Turtle Legend. And I think, I can still remember from back in the day, my first video I mentioned something about the Duke Nukem or something, but it was not like really Duke. Let's see if I can still find that. Violent City 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Another Mario something. Element of War, Bomberman. And there is the Pipe Mario, but no, there is nothing of a Duke. No, I completely missed it. Doesn't matter, let's try a couple of these weird games. Okay, so another cool feature when you're going to play some NES games, pressing both the shoulder buttons, here we're going to have the option to implement auto fire. For example, we have the controller set to one player, but you can also have two player link up. How freaking cool is it having a link cable with two of these cartridges? You can just link it up with multiple people and play games together. We have the link transfer. I'm just gonna be honest, don't know what it is. I've been messing with it, but couldn't get anything going on. VSync, region can also be changed, and of course scaling, and we can make a quick load, quick save. So in my opinion, that's pretty damn cool. So we can do a lot of cool things with this tiny multi-game card. But in the end, what you're going to get with this device is just actually a multi-game card, but most of them are just NES games. I don't personally really mind it, because I think NES games are absolutely great. The overall emulation, but the overall gameplay, how the games work on this device is pretty good. The only weird thing is when I try to exit the game, it's automatically boot up into soccer. Absolutely, that's the only thing it does. And if you're going to be turning it on and off, and you do it too fast, you're going to get the same result, or you're just going to be boot up into the system itself. But let's get him some, let's say, GBA games. But if you're going to play GBA games, we don't have the option for making a quick load and quick save. I already mentioned before is that when it comes to the quick loads, quick saves option, we have the option to make and save, but it doesn't actually make a save. And the combination with this beautiful IPS display, I'm always flabbergasted how good the GBA games actually work and how they look. And to be honest, this game is actually a lot of fun. Another game I've played back in the day on my PlayStation a lot. All the features will still work like multiplayer. If you're going to connect it with a different cartridge, no problem whatsoever. Of course, we don't have PlayStation graphics with this. Man, that guy had a lot of health. Oh. Let me guess. Yeah, there we go. That sound effect. Let's take a close look at this particular tank game. Is this the old famous tank? Yep, there we go. Oof, that sounds really awful. I think I can always mess around with the speed. That's absolutely a very fun classic game to play. But I must say the cartridge itself has filled a lot of crap, but also a lot of cool games. But it is quite unfortunate that we don't have the option to go back to the menu. And then we can make a load. Here we go. Absolutely cool. Let's go back to the load state. And let's see if we can actually load it up. Yep, there we go. But I just wanted to see what kind of wicked games are on this device. Because this is absolutely cool to see Cartoon Network Racer with Johnny Bravo. Oh, mama. Do the boogie with me. That are some good memories. Man, if you look back at them now, they are so wrong in many different ways. But it's absolutely a Mario Kart clone. So where I'm familiar with Spartan X, I have never heard about Spartan X2. Alright. But this is a completely different game. But always the sound sounds so strange. I'm guessing this is the Spartan X2. Okay. Let's do cheesy. Let's turn these things on. And go back. That's absolutely cheesy. But let's go to the end of the list and choose a game from here, because there are so many weird ones. So first of all, when you're looking at Dragon Ball Adventure, would it be actually Dragon Ball Adventure? Let's choose this particular game. Yeah, it's going to be a Dragon Ball game. Okay, that is kind of cool. But the language is in France. Okay, so let's boot up this freaking thing. Because it keeps doing that with like randomly boots up games. So this game system has absolutely like a problem. Violent City 4. But this actually does Double Dragon. You know, and that's what they keep doing every single time. But then we're having the Happy Brother and Harry Potter. Okay, so let's choose that Harry Potter game. Harry Story. Okay, so that has nothing to do with Harry Potter. Yeah, so Harry Story, I've never played it before on the NES. Didn't even know that it existed. I know a lot of you will wonder, like the Pokemon games, are they on there? Are they working? Same like Mario games. I can tell you, it's absolutely a mess in my opinion. Pokemon, for example, you cannot even save. That game, same goes for Mario. It's absolutely one huge mess. So if you're thinking, hey, that can be interesting, I would should not recommend buying this and just get yourself an original game to actually have the full experience. There are a lot of, like, say, weird games on this thing, but I just want to do this quick revisiting after all of these years. To be honest, when you're looking at the GBA cartridges, I think it's still one of the best ones out there, simply because the other ones have only like 6 games or 7 games on them. Thank you all for watching, consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and it would be great to see you in the next video.